I'm Andrew Demko. We are at Demko Knives, and we're here at our facility talking about knives. I've always been a knife nut. As a little kid, I always had knives. I can remember finding knives that probably were my grandparents. Finally, knives was my thing. And in 7th grade, we forged chisels in metal shop. It had to go through all the same aspects as forging a knife. And then I realized, holy cow, we can just, instead of making a chisel, we can forge a knife. And then from then on, my life has been knives. That's it. You saw my brother, he's about 15 years younger than me, and as I was just starting making knives, he was like literally a toddler hanging out with me, holding up drill bits and saying, Andrew, use this one, use this one.
My older brother, Andrew, started Demko Knives, and I always trained under him, learning how to make knives. In 2016, I decided to make this a full-time career, and the business has grown since then, starting with custom knives, going on to American production, and then combining that with Taiwan production as well. One of the first processes that happened in the shop here is the blade being cut, if it's a fixed blade, on the water jet, and if it's a folder, on the wire EDM. So the water jet carries an abrasive called garnet through the water, and it cuts out the profile of the knife.
We use wire EDM to cut the blades, particularly the folding knife blades and locking mechanisms. The wire EDM is the only machine in the world accurate enough to cut locking mechanisms without any secondary machining processes, and to us it's the best kept secret in folder making. After water jetting, typically the steel comes in, and although it's flat, you would say, oh, that steel's flat. It's really not flat as far as perfectly parallel flatness. It'll go on to surface grinder, and then we will grind each side down. We have to kind of grind the scale, the mill scale, or the hot roll off of it. And then we grind it to a desired thickness, and at that thickness, it's parallel.
Use the surface grinder to get the blade steel to the desired thickness for its next operation, and it's very important for folders that we have parallel surfaces. We use the burger grinder to grind the bevels on the knife, so it cuts like that.
When we do our bevel grinding, it's done on the burger machine. There's actually 2 machines, a left side and a right side. And after those knives that we had water jet and surface ground, they'll go to a heat treat, come back in a hardened state to the desired hardness we want for the application of the knife. And then we build the fixtures, and John will create the program for the bevel cutting. And then we do the bevels. We cut the bevels in to the desired height, desired thickness at the cutting edge. And that's really when the knife is basically, oh, you have a knife now. After that, you're finishing the knife.
The main thing I want a customer to feel when they first handle one of our knives is that it's well made, it's thoughtfully made, it's precisely made, and then it can do what it's intended to do. A knife should be able to cut, should have a reliable locking mechanism, it should be able to carry it, open and close it without any danger or fear that it's going to fail.
How a knife looks isn't an opinion, but how a knife performs is a fact. So we always, our logo is and was Demko Knives Performance First. We hope through the intelligent design of making something that is super high performance, the beauty actually the knife isn't performance. Really, once you get a knife and start carrying a knife, I feel naked without it. I use it every day.